How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here, and we are checking out your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm sure there's been few people who've been wondering if I was going to react to this series, considering it's been out for a couple of months. I've been a bit busy in terms of schedules and whatnot, in terms of what I'm reacting to, as well as stuff outside of reactions. And now there is quite a bit of wiggle room. There is a bit of freedom on my schedule in regards to the fact that I'm going to be uploading these twice a week. So yeah, but you know, I can actually react to a Spider-Man show because of the fact that, you know, stuff like the 90s Spider-Man show, already checked that out. Spectacular Spider-Man, already checked that out. Goated series. But this is, you know, something that is brand new, that is in relation, well, I say in relation to the MCU. It's, I believe, a divergence of the MCU's Spider-Man. So, yeah, but I am looking forward to checking this out, so why don't we get into this first episode of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? Let's go.
Peter, wait! Your oatmeal was getting cold, so I packed it to go.
Thank you,
You
man.
can do that? Oi! Be a bit...
The best.
It would feel a bit weird though, right? Oh. Yeah, just have you eat oatmeal. It's not Spider-Man, it's
You need a ride?
Hey, what are you doing? You're gonna be late for.
Plus, if he was Spider-Man at the time, he would have zipped there anyways.
I just want to say thank you. Things have been different without having Uncle Ben around, but
Oh, this
you've
is
always
still
been here for
recent.
me. You have always had my back, and I really appreciate that. More than I can say. I feel very lucky. It's just orientation at a high school for geniuses.
You got this. What could go wrong?
Go.
There we go. There we go. Oh, symbiote. Oh, that's not Venom. Oh. I mean, it's just very interesting given, like... Oh? Oh, no!
Good luck getting through the impenetrable shield of Seraphim.
Use your ult!
You okay, kid? Mm-hmm. Do a sweep. Make sure that's everyone.
I love that, being a hero without the Spider-Man. Oh my god!
I don't think she's interested, buddy.
Ah! There we go.
Good save, kid.
Look at that, being a hero without the costume. But that's about to change, ain't it?
Okay.
You got a name, hero?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm Peter Parker. How about you?
Nice to
Boom.
meet you, Pete. I'm Nika Minoru.
Yeah, Nico! Oh, there we go!
Okay, rude. I didn't name myself.
No, something. Bit.
Oh no.
Whoa, oh my gosh.
Well,
Hey,
here we go.
Pete.
I love this!
There we go again. Swinging through the city so fast you can barely notice them. Wild problems. You know what's after that? Friendly neighborhood.
Damn. I just love how they've modernized the classic. Yeah. Nice. That's a bit different from his from his initial suit in the MCU, isn't it?
Is my suit really that bad? Ow. Hey, you know what? That was unnecessary. Words hurt, you know.
Not as much as bricks do.
Nice. Oh!
I don't care what universe you're from. That guy hurt.
Almost. Hey, careful, man. You almost.
I mean, this isn't his first rodeo as well as kicking these people's asses and all of that. Oh my god. Delete your account.
Thanks.
Wait, was that Oh no, was that Screwball?
Face. Thank you, dude.
Oh no!
Anytime. Well, I mean, don't make a habit of playing in traffic. You know me, clumsy PD Parker.
Oh, hey, Nico. Hey, what's up, Pearl?
I felt that more than the brick to the head of that
That's something,
kid.
right?
If by something you mean
I once knew a guy that still had a babysitter at 12.
I was 11 and a half.
Well,
So 6
regardless
months
of that,
off.
Pearl's never gonna know that you
How many
feel that way
months?
about her
6 months. 6 months. 6 months. 6 months.
Okay, it's now or never.
Oh, he's gonna get hit by it in the face, isn't he?
Ah!
Oh,
Nico, come on! I finally worked up the nerve.
Yeah, about that.
Someone-
Sorry, Pete. Someone beat you to it.
there we go.
I don't get it. Besides being the captain of the football team, what is he
They're right
have
there.
that I don't?
Let's
They're
see.
right
His
there.
credentials, popularity, Pearl, since he asked her out and you didn't.
I love how she's ripping that in his face while she lost out as well.
Now I get to carry the workload for Pearl's boyfriend. Okay, so first
I don't know, he
things
might
first,
be
an
cool.
understanding of stoichiometric compounds. Right. Sorry. Stoichiometric compounds are those that maintain.
He might be
the rate from
cool.
which they were formed despite having defects.
Oh,
I know that look. That's the I didn't think the star quarterback would have an knack for science look.
yeah.
Stereotypes, right?
Sorry,
Text me when you make it.
You got it. Have a good practice and don't forget your goggles.
Oof. Oof. That's gotta sting. Ah, don't worry. I'm sure there's gonna be an MJ or a Gwen, Betty, somewhere around here. Oh, right, alright. Wow, wow. Oh. Oh my god, Lonnie.
she was just down on her luck. I don't know. Maybe let her go just this once.
I love that. Oh my god.
So sorry.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Damn,
Hey,
Peter.
it's okay.
But what I do know is you got our money back. Thanks for your help, Spider Guy.
Spider-Man.
It's actually, Spider-Man.
Uh-huh, sure. Hey, how about a couple of slices on the house for the spider?
Oh my, this poor guy!
No, it's just wait. Oh,
Oh my god. the scene from Civil War.
sorry. I mean, I'm Peter.
Hello, Peter. It's nice to meet you. My
Oh
name
no.
is Norman Osborn.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm in danger. Oh, that was a lot of fun though. That was a lot of fun. I love the little details of like Spider-Man being Spider-Man, like especially to certain criminals like that woman at the end. That was just a really, really nice moment there. So, but it was just really, really great stuff. To explore, you know, I guess the birth of Spider. Well, I say birth. We didn't. He's been doing this for a bit, seemingly, in terms of being Spider-Man. So yeah. But there are going to be moments like that, like the moment where he, you know, there was that moment in Civil War where Tony has been keeping tabs on Pete, and where we had, I guess, a recreation of that in this episode where he stopped that car from crashing into the bus. So yeah, and of course it's been a few months since the spider bit him. So yeah. It's interesting though, he still keeps the glasses. I know that most of the time he doesn't need them and all of that, so yeah, but I mean, even so, like, we know that this is kind of divergent from the MCU, you know, version of events, and we know that, like, I guess most of the time, Peter doesn't wear glasses and all of that, except for a few exceptions and all of that. Especially when it comes to, you know, Tony's tech and all of that. But yeah, it was interesting. It was a really, really fun, you know, first episode. It's going to be very, very interesting to see where things are going to go overall. So yeah, obviously it was. It seems like it was destiny with Spidey saving Harry that he would bump into Norman and all of that. Like, like I imagine it's gonna be kind of like when Tony found out about Spider-Man. He knew that Peter and Spidey were the same person. And I can imagine it could be like that, especially if Norman, like if Harry told Norman about, oh, you'll never guess who saved me today, etc. So yeah, oh, he might have caught the live stream as well, because I mean they were live streaming it, weren't they? So, yeah, and curiosity, right? So, but I am very intrigued to see where things are going to go, because obviously those who know about Norman Osborn know that he becomes the Green Goblin. So. Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's very interesting as well, because like we know what happens to the, I guess, MCU Peter Parker, the MCU Spider-Man, you know, Tom Holland. We know that this isn't going to be exactly that. He's met Strange a bit earlier than I guess he did in the movies and all of that. And this Green Goblin is quite a bit different, not from another universe. It's unless this one just zipped through another universe as well. But I severely doubt it. So yeah. But it is going to be very, very interesting, because, of course, there are going to be quite a few parallels, like it was at the very ending, in regards to, you know, Peter walking into the apartment, same music, and I think same shots as well, and meeting May with Norman as opposed to May with Tony. So yeah. There are going to be quite a few similarities, like, you know, him saving the car from the bus as well. So, but there are going to be quite a few differences as well. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where things are going to go in regards to, how they developed this, because this is going to be a little bit different to what I guess we're accustomed to in the MCU, but it's already quite beautiful. It's already quite charming. It's like, again, I mentioned it when the episode concluded, but there are moments of charm that just are really, really appealing, like the moment where he is you know, telling that pizza person, look, could you just let her off the hook? She made a mistake. She's in quite a bit of a rut, and you know, it's really a beautiful nod to how, you know, Spider-Man operates, how he's there for the people and all of that, and how he can relate really to that girl because of the fact that he's not exactly living in the riches and all of that. And I feel like that might change kind of like how Tony helped Peter out in his you know, financial situation as well, because you got all of the high-tech stuff, and I'm assuming, you know, with Oscorp and all of that, assuming that, you know, Norman is running that, because that usually comes with the Osborns and all of that, Oscorp. So yeah, but yeah. What's funny is, though, I think they had, because I remember when there was quite a bit of a debacle on if you know, Andrew's Spider-Man was going to be a part of the MCU. Part of me feels like he still should have. I love Tom Holland so much, but I don't know. There's, I feel like with, I mean, Andrew is my favorite Spider-Man. And there's a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a hurt on what could have possibly been. But I think I remember them talking about having Oscorp towers in, what was it, the Avengers movie and all of that. So, yeah. So, this it's obviously not a what could have been scenario, but it's kind of like it's kind of giving those like little nods and all of that to what could have been if Andrew was still in the if Andrew was going to be the Spider-Man in the MCU. So yeah, but it was just really, really great stuff, and I really do love the I do really love the characters that we've grown accustomed to already in terms of familiar characters, I would say, because there are a few characters in this that I don't believe we have seen so far in terms of other Spider-Man media, but there are people like Lonnie who I'm sure would potentially turn out to be Tombstone, and that story the racial stuff was just heartbreaking. Just seeing that heartbreaking walk back, or train ride back as well. You had that woman who was like, no, let's just move on, and then that cop car strolling by as well. I really do love the focus on that. As heartbreaking as it is. So yeah, and Lonnie seems really, really decent. It's just sad that his story is probably going to be very, very tragic ultimately. So yeah, and they're already trying to make do as well anyways, Lonnie's family. So yeah. It was really, really great to touch on Nico as well. So yeah, obviously, I've watched her on Runaways, so and I believe she was an announced character, as well as a few other characters as well. Norman, for example. As soon as he was like, "Oh, I'm Harry," I'm like, "Oh yeah, so this is Harry," because we know that Norman's in this, but I really love the interactions with Nico and Peter, so it's really, really amazing stuff. It will be very interesting to see how that changes as the story does go on, especially with Peter and the Spider-Man identity. So yeah, I really, really do love their dynamic. So like, especially when it was talking about Pearl, she could have had a shot with obviously. We know that. Well, those who've even watched Runaways as well. Will know that she does like women as well, so it was just really, really great stuff to see the interactions with Nico and Peter. So yeah, but there was also that moment with Strange as well, and a symbiotic creature that's not Venom. Now, just because it's a symbiotic creature, we can't assume it's Venom all the time, right? No, it looked a little bit different, although obviously these characters do look a little bit different, don't they, in terms of what we should be accustomed to, I guess, with the MCU and all of that. So I mean, even Peter looks a little bit different to obviously the Tom Holland iteration. So yeah, and this is like a little bit of a divergence, I believe, from the MCU timeline, but still, it does like some of the characters do look a little bit different, and even Strange does look a little bit different in my opinion. But I don't think that is Venom. So yeah. But that is a very, very interesting, scenario in itself, as well as the fact that the spider emerged from the portal, as we saw. So, but it was just very, very interesting stuff. I loved the fight sequences as well. So yeah, I just can't believe he just killed that kid. If you've played the Marvel Spider-Man games, hang on. If you've played, it's stuck. I was gonna rank, but yeah, if you played that, the triangle circle, but yeah, that's what that guy had basically, and he killed him. So, but no, in all seriousness, it was it was just really, really great stuff to see. I'm also very intrigued to see where because now that we know that Norman is going to mentor Peter in the same way that Tony did, although probably with a bit more evil intentions. Like I said, those who know about Norm. I would love it though if that wasn't the case. I think that would be very, very interesting, because I mean, we're gonna get a bunch of villains, I'm assuming, and all of that in regards to, you know, this show. It's like, you can imagine some of the characters that have appeared in the Spider-Man films, for example, who have gone against, like Strange has. I mean, I know he's not a villain, but we know that Strange has interacted with Peter. But some of the characters that have appeared in the movies as antagonists, they're going to show up. But I would like to imagine, like, it kind of feels a bit. It kind of feels a bit taboo in a sense to not have Norman as a villain, but I think it would just be very, very interesting. So yeah, and maybe have Harry go down the path of darkness, because Harry does go down a path of darkness in quite a few adaptations, whether it be him taking the mantle of Green Goblin, whether it's him being Venom, for example. So yeah. But there's also the capacity for heartbreak as well, in terms of and because I'm just also thinking about when like in this game, and I guess spoiler alert, even though this game's like, you know, several years old now, but there is that heartbreaking scenario where Peter, where his mentor Otto Octavius obviously turns into Doc Ock, and it was really heartbreaking. It was really well done as well. So there is the potential for heartbreak if Peter gets so attached to Norman, like he does with Tony. So yeah, although that was heartbreaking in terms of their departure in Endgame for another reason. No, not because of Tony betraying Peter, but like I said, for another reason. So yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great. I just really thought that this was pretty fun. I loved the animation. It looks it looks unique, but it also feels a bit I guess familiar in terms of comics. Like, they brought the comics to life, which is great. I know that you can say that when it comes to, like, if they, I don't know, adapt a suit into live action, oh, it's like they brought the comics to life. But this is like literally bringing a comic to life. So yeah. And the intro slaps so well. Like, I really love how we started off with the, like, in terms of music, the 1960s, you know, Spider-Man. And then they modernize it, of course. So yeah. But even the visuals just look absolutely great. So yeah, it just looks really, really amazing. So, but yeah, the animation looks great. Yeah, everything just looks solid. So again, I'm looking forward to checking out episode 2. And that will be coming within the week. Like I said, I'll be doing 2 episodes a week. So yeah, yeah, great start with Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!